Hi, this is Matthew Robert Payne, and this is a new chapter in a book that I'm writing called 71 Powerful Writing Habits You Can Learn from Self-Publishing 91 Books. Um, this is uh, chapter number 11, called Be Open to Having Free Helpers on Your Trusted Team. Um, I'm a member of a website called Quora, Quara, and it's a website where people write in and ask questions, and a team of writers, a team of experts answer the questions, and you can join up and join different subjects. And one of the subjects I'm a member of is on self-publishing, and there's an expert author there that has been traditionally published, and she's got over 100 books, and she's a professional writer who writes full-time and makes an income from her books. She's had a number of New York Times bestsellers, so she's a writer that's totally out of my class. She's hitting goals with everything she does, and she answers a lot of the questions that are asked, and I pay particular interest, I pay particular attention to the answers that she shares. She shares often that if a person is self-publishing a book and they want to save costs, they can approach an English teacher or a friend of theirs that's very gifted in English, and they can approach them to edit their book. And she suggests that they do some sort of trade-off in labor, or uh, 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 an exchange of something of value with the friend who's doing it for free in order for their book to be edited. She talks about self-editing a book quite a number of times. She spends a lot of time editing and self-editing her books and proofreading her books, and she's very pedantic on editing. But I noticed that on a number of her answers to people, she encourages people to get free helpers on their published books. I pay for my graphic artist, I pay for my publisher, I pay for my editor, and yet for about 10 books, I had my books edited and proofread for free. I used to send my friend that was an editor 500 Australian dollars every few books, but he was saving me a tremendous amount of money. So if people want to help you with your book, if you've got a friend who's a good graphic designer, perhaps they can design book covers for you, as long as they design professional covers and it doesn't look like a unprofessional self-published book. It's important that the graphic designer that designs your covers writes covers that suit your genre and suit your book, and are attractive and compel people to buy the books. It's no use having a friend who is apparently good at graphic designing designing shoddy book covers that no one is attracted to the book because of the low standard of the cover. it's a good cliche that says cheap is cheap. You get what you pay for. And in the world of book publishing and self-publishing books, you certainly get what you pay for. If you want to be cheap and get things done for free by so-called experts or friends of yours that want to help you, sometimes that can work to your detriment. It doesn't help a book to have a couple of reviews on the front page of your Amazon book page saying that the book needed better editing. Those reviews are normally 1 or 2 stars, and if they're 4 stars, they may say a lot about the content and the quality of your writing, but they may say this person needs to look into getting a better editor. And those sorts of comments can dissuade certain people from reading a book. So it's quite okay to have people on your team that do things for free for you, but be careful that the people that are offering their free services do a quality job. I personally will let anyone proofread my book because they're picking up errors that would slip through and be in the published book. So I'm always open to using someone to proofread my books for free. It's my sincere prayer that as you read this book, that you won't find too many typos or grammatical mistakes. It's my wish that that you won't be distracted as you read this book, as I have a lower budget to produce books. I hope you learned something from this chapter.